President Obama has just announced that he is going to make community college free for the first 2 years for all American students. Now, this news is, I mean, it sort of blew me away when I first heard of it, because Obama is a right-of-center conservative president. Despite what Fox News might call him a fascist, socialist, communist, and all these other, you know, terms that just don't correlate with each other, he's a right of center conservative Democrat. And the reason people think he's, you know, some uber commie liberal, you know, whatever they have in their heads, is because the Tea Party has pushed our political spectrum so far to the extreme right that the Democrats are all right of center conservatives. And you know, but you do have some Democrats who are progressive or liberals, as Elizabeth Warren. You have independent Bernie Sanders, and I hope Warren actually gets the presidential nomination and becomes our next president instead of corporatist Hillary Clinton. But back to the news story. With this kind of legislation, I think we as a country have a few things that we should look at before this is implemented. And the first one being is, if students utilize this program, are they going to go to a community college to get associates or a technical or degree and something that will lead them to getting a job later on? Or are they just going to go to a community college to get their gen eds out the way and go on to a 4-year college? Because right now, like, a lot of students, they go to a community college, get all the gen eds out the way, and that's fine. But that leads on into my next point. The reason that 4-year colleges are so expensive, to a point where it's almost criminal, is that they force students to take gen ed classes in stuff that has nothing whatsoever to do with their major. The gen ed classes, I currently attend the University of Akron, and I'm an electronics engineering tech major, and the first 2 years of me being here was all gen ed classes. I mean, with the exception of calculus, physics, and you know, one chemistry class, the first 2 years of me being here was, to me, a waste of time and a ripoff. Because why should I have to take humanities classes? Why should I have to take liberal art studies classes? This is the stuff that I should have been taught in high school, and I was taught in high school. I shouldn't have to, you know, retake like a history class in college and have to pay $1,000 for a class. It's just, I think that's one of the reasons why college is so unaffordable, and I think that needs to be changed, because you can get a bachelor's degree within 2 or 3 years if they just got rid of the gen eds. And then this leads into my last point. Half the degrees that are offered at American universities are completely useless. I know that might sound harsh, but liberal art degree programs, the music, theater, whatever, just there's so many degrees that are offered that will lead students to not having a job when they graduate, that I think that this is something that seriously needs to be discussed amongst our education department, amongst our government, news, society as a whole. Because if you go to college and you spend, I don't know, $100,000, and maybe you take out $50,000 in loans, and then afterwards you're working at McDonald's because you majored in something that has absolutely no jobs at all. If you can't name a company that you can work for when you graduate, then you shouldn't major in it. I know that might sound harsh. I know that a lot of people want to, you know, pursue their dreams and, you know, aspirations and be a singer one day, but you have to be realistic with yourself. You have to, you know, look at the future through a critical lens and say, oh, how many jobs are being offered in this field? Will I be able to get a job in this field if I graduate? If not, then I think you should just look at something else, because I've seen time and time again, you know, I have lots of friends who, you know, are not just in STEM major. I know this might sound harsh because like I have friends, and, you know, I see people who major in things that I know for, you know, not for a fact, but I know, you know, quite certainly that they might not get a job when they graduate. And you know, you want to say something to them, but those are your friends or whatever. But at the end of the day, I mean, what's the point of going to college if you can't get a job? I mean, college is an investment. That's the way you have to look at it. And majoring in some of these degrees is just like, you know, throwing money in a fire for real, because it's never going to come back to you. So that's all I have to say about this news story. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Like this video. if you do dislike it, tell me why you dislike the video in the comments below. Subscribe to me and have a nice evening. Thanks for watching.